Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will have the first possession of the game. They stayed divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
And getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Offense getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
3rd-and-1 situation, they go hard play action, expecting man coverage and a shot deep, but quarterback had to hold on to the ball too long, and the defense, they just got to him.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Love. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Discards a man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The give to the lone running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the right. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Obviously, both sides love to win this rivalry game, but when Michigan State does it, it's almost as if they enjoy it more, and they love taking a close one last year.
Well, they enjoy it more because they're talked about all the time as the little brother. They're looked at as inferior. So I think Michigan State always loves to hit to the big Michigan, hail to the victors, and really make a statement against the team everybody looks at as one of the biggest brands in college football.
Yeah, and I think if they want to be seen as an equal, not just in-state, but really in the national picture too, then you've got to string these wins together. You've got to beat your in-state rival over and over and over consecutively. So this is a big opportunity in this game for Sparty.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Offense gets set for second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the influx. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And off to Jones. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Buys a little time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 2nd and 10 here. Off play action. Getting some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and made. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Using his legs to buy some time. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. It's a reverse. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Trying to find his man on 1st down. Out in the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Play number 9 on this drive. Now the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Going to throw it over the top of the beat. And he's got it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sparty. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gage. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. They'll give it to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He's looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Just a little too much. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. On the run, it's Best. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies on the game.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies.
Grabs it up the 25 in stride. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. He leaves it with the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up at 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Harris. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Handoff to the lone back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Give to the running back. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Locke. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again. So
here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure pressure in the world. It's good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go to the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Pick up a 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Spartans are on the move. They're going to run it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little screen to the running back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The snap sets up the throw. Takes a hit as he fires.